Ready to go.
All right, ladies and gents, welcome to the show. We've got a bit of a podcast going on this afternoon. We've got Uncle Todd tonight. Good old Uncle Todd. We've got the Forex Gold of the show. Not sponsored by Forex, but we're drinking it anyway.
Maybe in time.
Possibly.
After this week, I think we should own like 1% of their company.
Yeah, I'll take it. Happily. But anyway, cheers, gents. I don't know what we're cheersing to right now, but cheers anyway. Don't spill it on the fancy equipment. Ladies and gents, we've had 5:06 happen.
Lol.
So yeah,
Lol.
I thought for a moment I got the name right or name wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, bit of a lull. A lot happened.
It was very dramatic.
Let's save the dramatic stuff for the end.
No, everyone's doing that though.
Are they? Do we?
Yeah, everyone. I saw.
But poor old Tony Kotowski and Sam Harris get no love then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, all right, what are we gonna do?
Let's just
What do you reckon,
randomise it.
You're the senior rank here.
Let's do dessert first.
Dessert?
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
I like
dessert first. All right, Michael Todd, Jerry Carteret. Who wants to start? Todd.
I think Jerry pulled exactly the way we expected him to pull.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the results went the way. Michael Todd pulled differently than we expected, and the results didn't change. So Michael Todd changing his form really didn't change the outcome of the match or even the progression of it. The slap coming up, not the slap, the strap coming apart,
Hang on, Uncle Todd. There you go.
All right. The strap coming apart was unfortunate, but I think Michael Todd was right. I think Jerry fouled himself out, and I don't know why Bart stopped it. I think it was just unfortunate, but I think Michael Todd was right the whole time.
Yeah, well, I think to the letter of the law, Michael Todd was the winner. He was.
Yeah.
Jerry messed up.
The way it played out in the end, I agree, but whether it could have been changed in between, I think that definitely could have come into play. Like it. Is that a point where you think both pullers are in a dangerous position? Like,
I turned it down. I turned the volume down. I thought Michael's about to break his arm here.
You can put yourself in serious. Jerry had three fingers at the bottom, fully.
It's still
stretched.
pressing that. That's a bad man that's pushing with two fingers, man. That is a bad motherfucker. That's doing that.
I do not
That is crazy.
Oh boy.
What do you think, Lucky?
Yeah, I think with professional arm wrestling, we've heard it before. You have a right to break your own arm. So I don't think it should have been stopped in any circumstances for a dangerous position.
I agree.
I think the right call was made.
Yep.
It's unfortunate though. Like if it were me, even injured, I would have been like, all right, let's bang it out again. Like I won, but let's finish it.
I think you could see that in Jerry. The way that Jerry was behaving when all of the drama was going on, Jerry wasn't actually like angry and pushing to get it overturned.
No.
'Cause I think he knew that he'd stuffed up.
He just wanted another crack.
He was hoping, because he could feel that I think that if that strap went on again and it was tight, he probably was going to win. But the thing that was upsetting Michael so much is that Michael knew he was gassed, and if he started from an original strap again, he wouldn't have been able to climb out, because he'd spent the last of his energy climbing out, and he had earned that position, albeit a very close to restart. Like, had Jerry have just curled his fingers and got separation in the hands, the rules then say it's a restart.
Yeah, but to curl that fingers in, he would have had to have let off, and I think Michael would have jumped on him. So
a lot of people,
or had he just pushed, if he would have pushed
I think
down,
if he dragged back to the back corner.
Yeah.
a lot of people have said, hey, it should have been restarted, because even if Jerry put his palm on the table, it wouldn't have been a pin. Now, I think that's just tough luck. Mm-hmm. I don't think that just because you can't pin someone means the match should stop. I feel like Michael had earned that position. There were two fingers still on there, so the rules say continue. Michael could have pinned.
I don't think Michael could have pinned from that position either. If Michael would have started coming up, it would have came out and it would have stopped. I don't think Michael would have.
What if Michael had have supinated and wrapped that loose strap
I don't think
up
he
his
could
arm
have.
and then pressed?
I don't know. And we don't know because they didn't do it.
I think the position he was in, his shoulder, he was way out here. There was no way he was. That was gross, man.
But in Jerry's defense, Jerry never really shows out. You know what I'm saying? Whether he gets screwed or whether he gets the benefit of something. The only time I've ever really seen him celebrate close to a match is when it was really controversial and he won. I don't know if I've ever seen Jerry throw a fit
Yep.
berate the refs or show out on like that. And I've watched a lot of his stuff. So
Yeah.
The arm wrestles like a man, huh?
that is a bad man.
Yeah, I feel for Michael. I can relate to. No, I mean, you gotta recognize how much. Like we all know as arm wrestlers how much time and energy and work goes into it, and when you sense like it's potentially a rule's gonna be pushed aside to allow someone else to win, you'd get emotional. You would. Did he handle it like a man?
I'm fine with what Michael did. I don't know about anybody else, but when you're arm wrestling, that's all you're concentrating on. Those interviews afterwards, most of us sound idiotic unless we've rehearsed, Weeks before a match, I rehearse a winning speech and a losing speech just so I can hit some points, so I don't sound like a complete imbecile.
Yeah.
Nobody rehearses for some weird match stoppage for some unknown reason,
Yeah. There were 2 interviews. There was one with Neil, and that actually, I think that one went quite well and in Michael's favour. And having a look on social media, I think he hasn't copped that much hate.
Yeah.
It's been surprising. Most people are thinking, that's the correct call. And
I'm
he was upright.
Yeah.
No one can complain.
There
was no
bullshit.
There was no
below the table.
It changed his whole form, and it really didn't change how he pulled. It didn't weaken him any.
Why did he change it, though? That's the thing, because he's always, I don't care, and then he changes it, you care.
I think he knew that sticking point, if he's under the table, he was never going to be able to finish. He needed to be ready to be able to transition.
Do you think that was specific to Jerry?
He did 2 interviews, and nobody asked him why he changed his form?
I didn't hear it.
You should interview him. Hey, call him.
Yeah.
Call him.
Call it. It's like 2 a.m. What is it? 4 a.m.
Yeah, but everybody in America's up watching this.
This isn't live, Todd.
Oh, they're up waiting for you to upload it.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it was good
Wait
to
a minute,
see
it's not
Michael.
live. You're such a liar.
Might be out in 2 days. We never know.
Yeah. But it was. I like seeing just the top rolling Michael Todd as opposed to the under the table Michael Todd.
Do you think it was as good as his Kings?
Yeah.
I think
Me too.
he performed better in the Kings standing up because if he was in his under the table Kings, he wouldn't have been able to get to that position with Jerry.
Well, he lost in a full Kings last time he went against Jerry. So by staying connected and staying closer,
he's got more back pressure when he needs it. Lots of stuff. He can supinate if he needs to block. Like
I think he arm wrestled quite intelligently, to be honest.
Yeah.
He had a full open Kings for Dave. That's going to work. Had to close it up for Jerry. Makes sense.
All right.
Got
There we
more
go.
bone behind his arm.
So it was a good match. It wasn't the way that we'd all love to end it, but it's what it was. And
I wanted Jerry to win. So no matter what Michael Todd did, I wanted Jerry to win so bad. So.
It was the only prediction I got right.
really,
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I think I got all of them wrong.
I took out WAL. I got it. I got the WAL. Devon Larratt finished 1 point behind me because he bet on Sarah instead of Gabby. And the only one I got wrong was the Devon Wagner one, where Devon just monstered Wagner. So let's segue right into that and talk about the first ever dad move at the elite level.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You can't say Wagner's an elite. I mean,
I think he was. It's been a long time since he's been on. Yeah, he monstered Michael's left.
Monstered Michael. What did you think, Todd, of Wagner coming into this?
Oh, it was left-handed. I don't even think I watched it.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
I think I ordered pizza or something. I don't know.
Got another beer or 2.
I expected more from Wagner. He's 300 pounds and looked enormous.
Yeah.
I expected more fire from him in the match, not in the sense of his pre-match fire. That was there, but mid-match I expected more just commitment and thrashing.
Still talking about Wagner though. Devon said an excellent match would be Matt Mask left-handed in 601, but then Paul Passmore in recent competition just monstered Matt.
And Wayne Withers monstered Matt. We were talking. We watched that this morning. It was live. We watched it. And
Matt, what are you doing pulling local tournaments? It's like, Matt's doing this is how you get into the WAL thing. He's like doing charity work for folks, right? Jesus, I would not pull that tournament. There's too much to lose and nothing to gain.
There's there's people hunting you. When you're a WAL guy, you have a big target on your back, and if you walk around, without properly being fired up, and this is not to take away from the preparation of the guys who beat him. They dominated him.
Yeah, Passmore has been. I've heard his name being thrown around for a while now.
For sure.
He's strong. He's good.
Yeah.
He's very, very good.
Without a doubt. But when you go into a fight when someone is hungry and you're not hungry, it's a different. It's a dangerous situation.
Matt might have been hungry, and Passmore might just been better.
Yeah. But as you said, those guys now have a big claim. I'm sure they've messaged Jamie from WAL already.
They don't have to make no YouTube video to get into WAL. They just beat WL people.
Yeah, that's it. So, it was impressive but dangerous. But anyway, back to the card with Wagner and Devon. Todd, did you?
I picked Devon.
You did.
Yes, I did. I don't bet against Devon left-handed. I see him beat Oleg.
Did you back Devon over Saplenkov?
No.
Yeah, I did.
But Saplenkov is a completely different. I mean, that's no man. I bet on Devon against men. I don't bet on anybody against Saplenkov, man. Saplenkov is
something
top
else.
notch. Yeah,
Something
he's
else.
great.
But so Jordan, tell me what you thought from Wagner and Devon.
I think it played out the way that I thought. I think most of the matches did, other than Sarah and Gabby, to be honest. Saw Wagner come in with brute strength and hit hard, but Devon just stopped, pythoned, constricted.
Yeah,
took the life out of Wagner's hand.
He got the stops way earlier than I thought he was going to. I thought the stops were going to be red line just above, but the stops were there.
If you re-look at the first one, Devon does red line for the first two, 3 surges that Wagner brings in. It's like a full...
Once Wagner's palm gets turned toward himself, it's over.
Yep.
Turn and burn, but he did get one on the press.
Yeah.
Just
That was
all-out
cheeky.
committed.
Yeah.
That was a cheeky one.
I mean, Devon kind of gave it to him. He was like, let's see if I can pull out of this press.
Yeah, let's see how far in I can go.
You could see Devon giggling as he realised, I let out too much rope on that one.
Yeah. And he was baiting him something like, come on, Wagner, come on.
But the dad move, have you ever dad moved anyone, Todd?
Only in practice.
Yeah.
Only in practice.
Same.
Big Wes.
No. Actually, my match with John ended up with me way down here.
Yep.
But not dad moving him just because he was doing so much of this. I couldn't handle it. So I ended up way down
Is
here.
that and you pinned him?
I don't know if I pinned him that match.
But that was the elbow foul ending match? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. Well, maybe you were the founder of the dad movement.
I wouldn't have named it that.
What would you have called it?
The high life.
The highlight.
Or free beer. I would have called it the free beer move.
Nice.
Actually, I should have called that retirement. I should have quit after that match because I was never that good for 12 years later, man. I'd never, ever hit that level again. I should have just quit that day. I said, screw it. I'm out. See ya. Let's go back to archery.
Yeah. Guys, that match for Devon seemed to lift his stocks in popularity a lot as well.
He was looking big too.
He'd been copping a lot of heat for becoming a do whatever it takes Kings mover, and was not, his stocks had taken a dive, but this one firmly put him back up as the heroic Devon Larratt.
And it's shown people that he's just going to take the route that's going to win.
Yeah.
You know, he's not just an all-out Kings mover. It's just
and he wasn't looking chubby this time. It looked...
Yeah.
He looked big.
That face of his looks like a moon pie, though. Yeah. That's a big round head.
There's a lot
That's
of
a
water
pumpkin sitting on a fence post.
I don't know who has the biggest head in arm wrestling. I mean, probably Levan, but John Brzezink's got a big head. I put on one of his hats and I was like, holy dooly.
He's got a giant head, but it's not round.
Yeah.
His is
I couldn't believe how big John's
like
head
an
is.
ellipse.
He's a very Slavic head, doesn't he?
He's Polish, so he's got that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Slab.
Devon's head is definitely that photo of him Kings moving against Dave Chafee with his all red face. That's something
Slab
else.
face.
Yeah. That's something else. It's hard to believe that's a photo. But
Well, it kind of morphed into his neck as well. It was, but now he shaved it. It just he's got a slab head. Call him Tombstone.
So, do you guys think that WAL will have a left hand series next year?
I don't think anybody cares.
I don't think you're going to be in it.
I know.
Neither are you two,
I'll
huh?
never be in it. Yeah.
I don't think next year. I think it'll be still there'll be more regular
Feature.
features.
Yeah, once they have
Yeah.
more events.
Every second one might have a feature left just to warm it up and then
Yeah.
go straight into the.
Give everybody a
Next
chance
year.
to run to the refrigerator and go to the toilet.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Watch the beer cool.
Oh, all right. So the women's match, Jordan, you said you both
Yeah.
guys got it wrong.
I said
You were both Sarah.
Sarah,
right?
yeah.
So
Well-
I got it wrong.
Gabby, I just had the gut feel, and Gabby came through hard, didn't she? Like,
Gabby is awesome. I love Gabby. That is a great woman. I mean, I have switched. I had in my gym. I got a big poster of Simplinkov and Chafee arm wrestling. I'm pulling that down. I'm replacing it with just a picture of Gabby. Right? Actually, I'm going to go to Paris, go into that Louvre, pull that slut Mona Lisa off the wall, and I'm putting up a picture of Gabby. All right? I love Gabby. All right, that is my new favorite arm wrestler.
oh my goodness.
Right?
Was this because that opening round when she just didn't care about her hand and
She arm wrestles perfectly, right? That is a beautiful, beautiful woman, all right? If Dolly Parton and Molly Ringwald had children, they would not be as pretty as Gabby. That is the best woman ever.
well, she did put in a very good performance. She had to do the first round 3 times. I thought that she was going to maybe get
That's
flustered.
impressive. Yeah.
But she didn't.
She's Brazilian, right?
Yeah.
So there's like that. Yeah, she's got a deficit. In the WAL, the brunettes only get 3/5 of a pin every round. But wow, I'm going to learn to speak Portuguese just so I can call her and say, "Gabby, I love you, Gabby."
Don't worry, I think the message is going to get to her.
yeah. Her English is pretty good.
But she
Watch
did.
out next WAL week.
She was just way too strong.
She would
Oh,
hit,
age.
foul out. She goes, "Oh, she could back it off a couple of gears." And so,
Yeah.
oh, okay, boom. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll just go down there. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like, is this okay, Brett?
Okay.
Bart.
Are we ready now? Okay, want me to do it again? Want me to do it again? It's like, against Sarah.
Sure, it wasn't.
Who,
a
to be
workout.
honest, who's defined female arm wrestling for at least a decade. Oh,
Now, on news on Sarah, I chatted to Sarah and she is going to see a doctor. She feels like she has done her rotator.
Gabby is that strong.
She feels like she has detached it, like something serious. She's saying she feels like it's going to be surgery.
Yeah, that shoulder. Like, she committed him with that shoulder, and Gabby just went boom.
yeah. Well, we all secretly want to do that to somebody,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, there's somebody you want to do that to.
Yeah.
There's like 15 people I want to do it to. There's probably 900 people that want to do it to me. All right? That's why I don't pull little tournaments, Matt. What the hell? There's all these people that just want to hurt you. You know, you got to make sure you're getting paid to get hurt.
right.
You know.
Yeah. So anyway, Gabby, hands down. What does it mean for her next? I feel like she's too good, but there's only other.
We got to move her up a weight class. We should put her in the super heavyweights.
No. That's now the men's.
There's only one other woman in the league that I think can, and it's got to be Marlon Kleinsmith. I know that Marlon is lighter, and look, Marlon and Gabby have faced in the World Championships at 65 kilos once before.
That's a
and
big
Gabby
cut
won.
for
No,
Gabby.
but no, it wouldn't be 65. But 72
But who-
or
but who
something
won?
like that.
72. I mean, she already cut down to 80. She's going to need another while.
She's going to 75
to get that
She's going to
thickness.
75 for Zloty.
That's a lot.
So she's going to 75 for Zloty.
Nice.
Marlon can be a heavy 75. Given that Marlon destroyed Fia Isaac in 501, she's the only person logically, but if you guys saw the last show, logic doesn't normally apply.
I don't know. Her name's not being thrown around. What I think needs to happen is they need to start paying the women more, and they got to get some
a
other
Russian.
Euros. Get some Russians in, yeah. 'Cause
Arena
it's-
Gledkaya or someone like that.
Nah, Gabby's gonna beat everybody. I'm pretty
Yeah, that's what I mean.
sure
Like,
that. I don't even want to talk about girl
Yeah.
arm wrestling unless it starts and ends with Gabby.
yeah.
Okay, there's Gabby, a bunch of other people, and then it ends with Gabby. All right, that's where I'm at.
The Alpha and Omega, right?
Yep.
I think, for real though, I don't think the list is super short, and I don't know enough
Yeah.
women who.
Well,
I don't think there's anyone.
yeah, so that's what I mean. So she's got to have a match, and
Look out, Sam Harris.
It might be Sam Harris or something like that. Anyway, it was outstanding performance. Hope Sarah's not injured too bad, because I think if Sarah's not, she's probably going to be taking on the likes of maybe Marlon or Fia or someone pretty soon. So good stuff. But there was 2 more matches. We had Justin Bishop scaring Rob Vincent Jr. round 1 and then falling away a bit.
As I predicted. See, I had Rob originally, and then I was persuaded otherwise. Very wrongly.
Yeah, but after that first match, you said, whew.
Yeah, I did. It's like,
Yeah, Justin did it with ease. He looked at the crowd like, did you guys see that?
I just did that.
That was easy.
Yeah.
He took control of the hand and wrist. What I saw was that Justin got a slightly better time start in round 1, and Rob didn't time it.
No.
Round 2, they both timed it. Round 3, Rob timed it, Justin didn't. And round 4, it didn't matter.
I think Rob was just trying to stonewall him out of the gate because he didn't load. He just stayed still. He didn't even move. He just let.
Yeah.
And second round, look down that big long nose of his and worked out well.
So you told me earlier this week, Todd, that round 1 was exactly the way that Rob should be beaten.
Yes.
So after round 1, you thought it was done and dusted, or?
Yeah, I thought Justin had the recipe down. I don't know if Rob won the matches or if Justin lost them. I'll go with that. Rob, I think Rob won them. I don't know I couldn't see what he changed other than you're saying that he hit harder. I don't know. Justin's small for that weight class, but Rob stepped up and lost round 1 and came back with a dominant performance.
Who do you think who's going to take the hammer off? Rob?
Did you not see our bracket video?
Not all of it.
It's somebody from the loser side.
It looked like a headache.
It's definitely not Lynn, Hoagland, or
because they're part
or Tesh. It's not going to be somebody who won.
A loss first.
And it's not Chelino because he's already pulled.
I have an implied loss, so I'm a possible.
You versus a loser, so you're already.
Yeah, so I get the implied loss. So it's either me, Talbot, Mendez, or there was one more. Someone. But anyway. I'm ready for Rob.
It makes sense for Chelino, though, like stylistically.
No, he's already done it.
He's already done it.
He
can't lose twice to the same guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Chelino is in purgatory until someone knocks Rob off.
Solaris is the last of your list.
So once Rob's not the champ, Chelino will be right there ready to have another crack.
Yeah, Chelino and Bishop are going to sit over there in the losers bracket for a while.
They can't have another go till Rob is gone.
But Rob's defended the hammer how many times now?
3.
So what they
need
one more,
to do... One more and he gets the 4.
And you do 2 hammer defenses
curse.
in a year, so,
So next year,
it's 700 series.
So what they need to do next year, first round, is chuck 2 of the winners against each other, and then the one that loses...
No, we don't put winners against each other.
Yeah, so you put Hoagland and Tesh against each other,
and then the one that loses you have to watch every video. Once you win, you're parked in long-term parking. All right? The birds crap on you, the dust settles. Nobody even knows you exist anymore. They go,
just ask Frode Hoagland.
They go, Frody who? Yeah, they have no idea who that man is, right? He's like Ted Nugent. He sounds familiar, but nobody's actually seen him in decades.
But I think in reality, there are 4 people that in the last 2 seasons haven't lost, that haven't faced Rob, and that's Lynn, Tesh, Hoagland, myself. I think whatever combination of those matches should happen, and then from those 4, someone should have a crack at Rob. Makes sense to me. Just don't give me Tesh, for goodness sake.
Or we could bring more foreigners in and put them in the losers bracket.
That works too.
We could grab some Russians and Bulgarians and throw them in the losers bracket.
Send them to,
Or I could cut to 95.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
No, thanks. It's a long way down.
Yeah. Guys, I'm just going to press pause for one moment because this is going to run out and that's going to run out and we're having a good time. So we will be back in a moment and...
Split second, won't even notice it.
Yeah, you ready, set... We're back.
All right.
No, yeah.
Told you that wouldn't take long. Yeah, no, yeah. What is your impression of the English language down here in Australia?
Oh, my God, I got to teach you guys English language. It's horrible. For one thing, when I go to a drive-thru and I order a large, I want something large. I do not want a cup that my hand goes all the way around.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, and then even the Pringles are smaller.
The Pringles are 20%.
No, awful.
Being here in the future, man, nobody's making super heavyweight because the food keeps getting smaller.
And it doesn't get
so your cars
either.
keep getting smaller, so there's the government's starving you to make you smaller to fit into your tiny ass car.
Yeah, that's it. That sounds about
right. Oh, goodness me. Anyway, one match to go. It was the opening match. We had Sam Harris, Tony Kotowski. It was meant to be for a hammer, but it wasn't. Missed it by 2.6 pounds.
That's a big miss. I mean, that's not just barely missing weight. That's a big miss.
I don't know what weight he was when he rehydrated or when he. I think he's probably around. I'm going to guess around the 176 mark, 177, 8, 9, 10.
Memes were made as that match was happening. Like as soon as it came out, Tony was getting thrown under the bus.
He was in a hard place. Like when you don't make weight, I heard people being critical of him celebrating even. Like I think, come on, give the man some slack. I mean, you're still putting in a huge effort. You're still winning, and even though there was no hammer, come on, you got to let the man celebrate if he wins. Yeah,
I mean, if you're missing weight, that's one thing. But I think if you're getting to the level where there's kidney damage and stuff like that, that's a brutal cut. So you can't say that he wouldn't have had something taken away from him.
Yeah. And look, I didn't think he was rude or anything. He said on the microphone afterwards that well done, Sam, you pulled amazing. And look, this time next year, he didn't even say give me at 6:01. He said this time next year, I'll be ready. So and I'll do it better this time. I'll prepare it better. So I don't know where that criticism was. I think it was unfounded. But the match itself,
I think it was a meme page run by Gobby.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. But Jordan, what did you see in the match, man?
I saw what I predicted. Minus the round order. I did say that Sam would take control of the match, but then Kotowski would take it back and be too strong. So it was exactly what I thought. Kotowski was just too much for Sam, but I was surprised in the way that Kotowski was able to take it. Like taking control of Sam's hand, dominating with height from the lower point. Yeah, that was dominant, and it sets up a weird zone for that whole class.
I mean, Sam's days are numbered. That was what that match showed. So
or he's got to train his ass off to keep it.
Who's your pick in the lightweights out of the triangle of Kotowski, Harris, and Giannis Amelans?
Wow, Kotowski and Giannis. I mean, I think that's it. You know, I mean, Sam will be up. Sam will be up in a few years or so. Kotowski as the power puller, and Giannis is just as the technical puller, but with enough experience to be strong in a lot of different areas.
I feel like
I like Tony in that match, but Giannis coming back and winning doesn't really surprise me. I mean, that could be a Kotowski Giannis could flip back and forth as they go. You know. I think if they pulled each other multiple times, I think Giannis would eventually start dominating. I think he's technical enough and he's studied the game enough. I think he would, even if Kotowski won, say, the first two super matches, I can see where Giannis, just the way he approaches and thinks about it, would flip something around and come back.
Is that the next match that WAL does in the lightweight, Kotowski and Giannis?
Well, I think it has to be. I mean, it's weird. Giannis is.
Sam still has the hammer, so really they ought to give Giannis a shot at the hammer.
Straight
because
Giannis had hammers, right? I mean, Giannis should be the one holding it now.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So
I think it should be Sam and Giannis, and then they do that absolutely understandable, logical, rational WAL progression and figure out who pulls it next. So
Tom Holland.
Could be you.
No.
Or, dude, you need to be in there.
Or it could be Charlie the Retriever. I have no idea. I don't know.
I think he's got a better chance than me. I don't know why, but
he's got no thumbs, so you know he's going inside.
Oh, goodness me. But that match, not quite as...
That's the after party.
Not quite as good as we wanted.
No, I'm kidding, Tony. I love Tony, all right? So, it's all right.
We have a drink.
Actually, I will pick Tony on anybody in that 65 class, but Giannis would be Giannis would be a hard guy to beat more than once.
So
if you beat him once, it's hard to beat him the second time.
Yeah. Well, you're coached by Giannis. You are.
Yeah, and what I've said, like obviously, when you get coached by someone, to get a deeper understanding of what he's trying to do, even though he's programming to be the best version of his students, you still want to look at what he's doing. It gets a greater understanding for your program. So I've watched a lot of Giannis, and I don't see him losing more than one round before he goes, okay, I know what's going on, and ends up winning. So
you don't think Tony's or
I think Giannis is strong enough.
I think
Giannis is strong enough.
Yeah.
I think probably as strong as Tony.
Yep. You never know. We might see Vlad the Destroyer next season in the lightweight.
Yeah, man.
He's got a following. He's got the marketability, and he's a badass.
He's a badass.
He's a badass.
Yeah. Like, he definitely with the marketability, he's loud. He'll scream and carry on about a match.
He's got a look in his eye that's intimidating.
Oh, yeah, he's a psycho. Yeah. When we saw him in Arizona, I was, that's a psycho.
Yeah.
But he's a lovely guy. You watch his Facebook, he's just showing, he shares videos about little kids. Like, he's a father. He's got little kids and rabbits. And, like, he's like a super soft dude on Facebook. You're like, who is this guy?
Everyone needs their outlet.
You see him on the table.
He's got a publicist. Right?
If it is, it's
Look at all
Raymond.
these bunnies. You don't see him inside out, hanging upside down in a shed or anything.
Doing side pressure upside down. Just,
Bam!
side pressure with bunnies. I don't have bands, I have bunnies.
Todd, one of the interesting calls for 601, I've seen a lot of people say it, Toddzilla RVJ. You're sitting here right now next to me at 215, 218 pounds.
I'm a super heavyweight. Anybody can come to super heavyweights. I'm not going back.
So there's nothing that could tempt you.
I am so close on that super heavyweight class. I'm probably 2 years out.
Yeah.
So anybody can pull me in the super heavyweights.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Robbie's approaching the fourth defense.
He's going to get banished.
He's going to be banished soon anyway. So
He'll be voted off the island.
You might see him in the supers.
Well, that's where everybody's welcome in the supers, right?
That's right.
there you have it, guys. That is from the man himself. No Toddzilla RVJ in the middleweight class, but it could happen in the supers.
Look how huge I am compared to you guys.
I always look small regardless of what I do against you
Actually,
guys.
we look about the same size.
I'm happy with that.
What
Minus
we
the
got?
biceps.
I'm currently I'm 93 kilos this morning. What is that? 208, something like that, I think.
Vaping.
We got the mathematician.
Intermission music.
Drum roll.
Oh, God, I'm not even... Yeah, hang on.
Come on.
93 times 2.2. 204.6.
Oh, lighter than I thought. I'm only 204. Okay.
You've got some...
4 pound cut.
So you're like 215?
215, 220.
Jordan, what are you in pounds?
I'm 100 kilos.
180?
I'm 83.
Well, you're 220.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. You're 180, 182.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And Lachlan, 106.
Yeah.
You're 82.
Yeah.
Okay. And no, this morning I was 105.8 times 2.2. I'm 232.
He's fat.
Yeah.
So
Coming down.
I'm leaning down. Yeah, I've probably only got like another 6 or 7 pounds. I reckon I could cut and still perform. I think when I start getting too lean, I start to lose something. But so far, I've lost 25 pounds, and all of my numbers have continued to go up. I haven't lost any strength. So.
We watched, what was it, the Yanis training video where Pudgy McSunday over here was standing there? And I actually said, Was that Lakewood? Because I don't. He goes, yeah. And I go, damn.
Yeah, I was in Arizona. I was like 113 kilos.
Yeah.
So I was like 250. Yeah, boy. 255.
Yeah, you're looking good and everyone's noticing it. So I've already called you a nutritionist because let's let the cat out of the bag a little bit here on intentions anyway. And their intentions anyway. But I need to lean down to 86 kilos.
I need to get to 105.
And you need to, which you're pretty much there. And the reason being is,
how much weight do we got?
It looks like we're going to attend.
Right?
We're going to attend Zloty this year. So
you too.
Yeah,
I'm not.
And Ramia, Holland.
Along with Ben Carroll.
Is he going?
I saw a post saying that he's going as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we might have a few Aussies. He'll be in the supers, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's a big boy. He's like 130 or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
it'll be interesting to see how he goes because he
that's
hasn't
premier
competed.
tournament. Good luck, guys. It's worth going to that 2 or 3 times. It really is. That's an awesome tournament.
We got to train our no load starts.
I've already started. Yeah.
I mean, this guy's been getting me onto some new vectors. Today's vector was awful, but yeah. Anyway. Might leave it there on that note, but guys, thank you for tuning in.
We're on our off season now.
Todd Hutchings.
You gotta watch those top. You gotta watch the top roll vector.
I mean,
between the two of us, you gotta see which one of us has the better pronator.
I saw
that up there for the moment. But yeah,
that crappy head. Covey top rollers
Yeah.
make
Go and check out my Instagram news story today because it is a classic.
Whole new flavor of Jell-O.
All right, guys. Todd, thanks for joining us on the show. Jordan, Loggy, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yes, that's a man!